So here we are. This is part 2, or this is the main part of sorry seems to be the hardest word. This is the main chord progression. And if you want to play in the original key, Elton John played the song in capo to the 3rd fret. But I'm going to teach you without a capo, okay? So I'll play all the way through, and then I'll teach you the part. This is the verse first, okay? This is just the verse chord progression. Here we go. Again, capo to the 3rd fret if you want to play in Elton John's original recording. Okay, cool. So that's the main chord progression. You notice I just did the same thing basically twice there. Just change one little lick, but other than that, it's the same thing, just repeated. So that's the verse progression. What that is, it's E minor, and then quickly jumps over to a G triad, which is G chord, with the low E in the bass. So you're going to play 5th fret, D string, 4th fret, G string, 2nd fret, B string. Okay? And then mute the low A string, mute that with the top of your finger, and mute the high E string with the bottom of your finger there. Okay? And I usually just pick these all together. Low E string, so you're playing a low E a G chord with a low E string, or low E in the bass. So it goes E minor, and then that's the G with the E in the bass. Then play an A minor 7th, and I do this lick. So you can play it like pick it, or you can kind of, just kind of strum it and kind of hit that part. So what that is the that's B string 3rd fret, then B string open, or sorry, B string 1st fret, then G string 4th fret, or sorry, B string 3rd fret, B string 1st fret. Then G string 4th fret, G string open. So then you play a D chord, then a G chord. Then this is the coolest little part, this next part. I love that. And so I pick the bass note, and then pick the what is that, the D, G, and B string. So, but you can also strum it and go. So either way is fine. What that is I use my thumb right here, 2nd fret at the low E string, using your thumb, and then you play basically A minor triad right here, which is 2nd fret, D string, 2nd fret, G string, 1st fret, B string. So that, but with the F sharp right there at the bass. So go, play that one time, and then take off your index finger and play the B string open. So same thing, just B string open. Then you move down here to play a B chord. This is a B7 sus 4. Yeah, B7 sus 4. To a B7, B7 sus 4 to a B7, which what that is, just regular B chord, or barred from the 5th string to the 1st string, right there, and then so you play 5th string 2nd fret, 4th string 4th fret, and then barred there 2nd fret at the G string, and then 5th fret at the B string, and then barred 2nd fret at the B string. But I don't really play the high E string, okay? Just play the middle 4 strings. Play that, and then move your pinky down from the B string at the 5th fret to the B string at the 4th fret. So, all together. Cool. And then you just repeat that. So it just keeps on repeating that same progression. Okay. So it repeats that. I put on the little notes exactly how many times it does that. I think it's 3 times. It repeats that, and then let's look in the video description for that. And then it plays it again all the way through. But this time, instead of going, it just goes G, and then plays a D with an F sharp in the bass right before the chorus happens. Okay, so that's just a D. But also take your thumb, move it around here, and hold down the 2nd fret at the 2nd fret at the E string, and mute the low A string. Okay, so I'll play all the way through the last 2 times before the chorus, so you'll get an idea. Okay, so here we go. A minor, or E minor, to the G with an E in the bass, A minor 7th. You can kind of mess around with that lick however you want. Then D, then G, then that little lick, then E minor again, to the G, to the A minor 7th, to the D, to the G, to the D with the F sharp in the bass, and then goes into the chorus. Okay, so D, F sharp in the bass, or D over F sharp right before the chorus. So here we go, here's the chorus. Chorus is going to be C to B, B is a bar chord, then to a G chord. But the way you're going to play the G is pretend you're playing a G bar chord right here, but instead don't play the low G. So the bass note, lowest note, is going to be there in the 5th fret at the high A string, or low A string. And you don't have to play the high E there, but you can if you want to. I just played the middle 4 strings right here, so it's a G bar chord right there at the 3rd fret. Okay, so that's the next chord, and then next chord after that is, it's a C sharp minor 7th flat 5. But basically what it is, it's just the middle 4 strings, 4th fret at the 4th fret at the A string, 5th fret at the D string, 4th fret at the G string, and then 5th fret at the B string. So, and just play those, mute the E strings. Okay, then back to C. I'll play all the way through from there. So, chorus. So C, B, G, to the C sharp minor 7 flat 5, to the C, then to a B7, so that's B dominant 7th chord. It's almost the same as a B, but just with a 1 note different. And then E minor. And then that little lick from the verse. That same little lick. And does it again, same thing again. C, B, to the G chord with the D in the bass, to the C sharp minor 7th flat 5, and then to the C, to the A minor 7th, to B 7th, or B dominant 7th, to the E minor to finish. Okay, cool. So all the way through the chorus, here we go. And it's all written out below in the video description exactly what these chords are. So C, B, G with a D in the bass, C sharp minor 7th flat 5, C, B7, E minor. Then that little lick. Then C again, B, G with the D in the bass, C sharp minor 7th flat 5, C, A minor 7th, B7, or B dominant 7th, E minor. Okay, cool. That's the entire chorus right there. Then it goes into the little interlude part, and for the interlude, you just play exactly the same as the verse. Okay, so it just plays through the verse and the interlude. And then the last verse, it changes, but just very slightly, and it plays E minor. This is the entire last verse I'll play through. A minor to the G with the E in the bass, A minor 7. And then plays a D7 instead of a regular D chord, a D dominant 7th chord to G. Same little lick there, E minor, G with the E in the bass, A minor 7th, and then plays on What Do I Gotta Do? It goes like this: E, C, and then B7, E minor, A minor, and then plays A minor, but with the F sharp in the bass, and then B7, and then E minor. So that's the entire, that's the very end right there, okay? When the last verse, when it does plays the sorry seems to be the hardest word thing. Okay, so last time, the very last little thing in the entire song, right before the outro, the last time it says sorry seems to be the hardest word, it would go like this: E minor, G over E, A minor 7th, and then it says the What Do I Gotta Do? It goes, what do I gotta do? It says A minor with that F sharp right here in the bass, and then B7, E minor, A minor, and again the A minor with the F sharp in the bass, B7th, E minor, word right there, word, and then just plays the outro. It just does that little part right there, which is what I taught you in the intro-outro tutorial.